Writers, I was reading my story about the fire drill the other night, and I thought to myself, this seems kind of boring for my readers. It doesn't seem that exciting, and I'm not really into the story. So I was thinking to myself, how did George Clements make his story about the Night of the Veggie Monster so exciting? He took this idea of eating a pea and made it into a really exciting book. So today I want to teach you that published authors make their stories come to life by unfreezing their characters. They make them move and they make them talk throughout their stories, so it seems like their characters come to life. So I want to ask your help to revise my fire drill story by unfreezing my characters. So let's read my first page again. And as I'm reading, think along of what I can make them do or how I can make them move and how I can make them talk. All the students were sitting quietly on the rug listening to the mini lesson when the fire alarm began to ring. I lined up the class. I'm going to first try to make my characters move. I think I'm going to say, since I'm setting the scene right here, all the students were sitting quietly on the rug listening to the mini lesson when the fire alarm began to ring. Right after here, I'm going to make my characters move. So I think I wrote this sentence and I'm going to try to add it here. It says, beep, 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 shouted the fire alarm. The students jumped out of their seats and looked around. So now instead of them just sitting, I'm unfreezing them by making them move. They're jumping in their seats and they're looking around to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to add that right here. This is called a revision strip. You can use them sometimes if you run out of space, or you can just draw an arrow and make it messy. I wrote it on a revision strip just so it would be easier for me to post it in our video. All right, so let me reread this again and see how I made my characters move. All of a sudden, all the students were sitting quietly on the rug listening to the mini lesson when the fire alarm began to ring. Beep, 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 shouted the fire alarm. The students jumped in their seats and looked around. All right, now that I have my characters moving on this page, I'm going to have them try to talk. And when I say I lined up the class right here, I think I'm going to actually make myself talk. I don't remember the exact words I said, but I kind of know. So I'm going to cross this out and say, I'm going to use quotation marks. Everyone, please line up quickly at the door, I said. So now that I now included something, and these quotation marks, I'll teach you more about them later, but this tells me my character's talking. So let's reread it, and I want you guys to see how I unfroze my characters. I made you move, but I also made me, the other character, talk. All the students were sitting quietly on the rug listening to the mini lesson when the fire alarm began to ring. Beep, 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 shouted the fire alarm. The students jumped out of their seats and looked around. Everyone, please line up quickly at the door, I said. All right, writers, anytime you go revise a story or even while you're writing a story, you can unfreeze your characters to make them come alive. Published authors do this all the time, just like George Clements, and that makes your books more exciting. It makes your characters come to life. So today, one thing that you can do, or any day, is take a look at your old stories. See if you can revise them to make your characters move or talk.